Hey guys, this is Eric, and today we're going to talk about a procedure I had to get done, which was bow leg straightening surgery. And we're going to talk about what happened, the complications I had, and all about it. There is this quote by Robin Williams that I think is very fitting, and it goes like, everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind always. And I think it's very fitting because I never want to talk about negative things that are happening to me. And at the moment, I think this was a shocker. This was a situation. Because when you are bow-legged, usually you can lead a normal life. You can walk, run, and do everything you do normally. Like you don't need to get surgery to fix it. I have my brother, my sisters, they do have the condition still, like they are bow-legged. We were all bow-legged. I think it's a genetic condition, but I was the lucky one that had issues with it. And it all started when I was in college because up until then, I was able to run, walk, do exercises. Everything is really normal. Like when you don't have bow legs, like did I look at other people and be like, oh, my legs are slightly different. My knees don't touch. And I would look at it. I would look at it and like feel self-aware of the situation and how odd my legs would look. I don't think I had like a huge insecurity about them, but definitely I was aware of it. I was doing yoga since 14, and I would see that my legs were like definitely different and they don't move the same way. They didn't, we're not moving in the same ways that the other legs. Anyways, I was running, I was walking, high school, everything went perfect. So then I have to go to college, and I went to college here in the United States in a huge campus upstate New York. And I remember this campus are so big, guys. Going from one side to the other side of my campus would take you an entire hour just walking. So there's this shuttle that goes around campus. It goes through the living arrangements, like the living area, and then it takes you to a specific buildings, like the building of engineering, the building of computer science, whatever. And that's what the shuttle does. But one day I have like this exam, I oversleep, and I have to run to my class from my living arrangements. I didn't live in the dorms, which is right inside campus. I was like living outside, like I had like a little apartment outside of the college that the shuttle would go to. So I had to run to my class, get that exam, and I thought nothing of it, right? So I take my exam, I go to bed, and then I wake up. When I wake up, my legs are swollen, completely swollen. I've never seen something like this. And I'm just like, what is this? I spoke to like the school doctor, like the college doctor, whatever, and he tells me like, maybe you didn't warm up before running, whatever. And I'm like, okay, I guess I just need some rest. So I rested and then the swelling went away. But this was not the last time for this to happen. So I tried running again because I had a similar situation. And then I wake up again, my legs are swollen. And I'm just like thinking, wait a minute, what is this? I know that other people run all the time. What is it that I cannot run? So I got a little scared at this point of running because I would need like 2 days of rest. I thought maybe I'm out of shape or something. I go to the gym and I start doing squats and like leg exercises. But then I'm feeling a cold feeling in my legs and like pain in my knees. So I'm like, I'm this is not right. I speak with the doctor. My doctor tells me like, no, maybe your bow leg is affecting you. See an orthopedic surgeon. I go to my orthopedic surgeon, and that's when he explains to me that the problems I'm having are because I'm bow-legged. And he tells me, normal legs is like ergonomic structures that receive 400 Newton at the knee. Whenever you're doing whatever you're doing, you're adding 1400. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's interesting. And I understood that. I knew that like on some level, because I remember I went to Disney World. We were only walking, and I got to a point where I was like, I can't walk anymore. Like, there's no way in hell I will walk anymore in this park. I need to sit down. And everybody was like normal. Like, yeah, you walk a lot, but they were not super tired. I was in a lot of pain. I felt like, no, I felt like I walked for a marathon or something. So, to a certain degree, I knew that I had an issue. And he tells me, you have two options. You can do less, like live a more sedentary life, do yoga, stretches, but you're not supposed to be running. Or you can get an osteotomy, but that has a lot of complications. Like the surgery has complications, it's painful, it takes a lot of time from you. So I said, you know what? I want to be active. I want to be healthy. I want to be able to exercise and do all these things. So I said, I want to get the surgery. At the time, I couldn't get the surgery because I couldn't stop my college education and then I needed to get a job. And I'm like, you cannot just interrupt your life to cut both of your legs and then, expect the world to pay you a salary or something. So that is the first challenge the surgery has, is that you need to take time off. You are not going to be able to just like, oh, get the surgery and be ready in a month. The surgery recovery is around 6 months if you're doing both of your legs. Some people recover like in 3 months, but not quite. You can be wearing like a staff in 3 months, but that is not ideal, right? So in my particular case, I decided I was going to do it. I graduated college. I became an engineer, and I was making enough money to save. I saved the money, and then I quit my job, obviously, because they were not gonna wait for me 6 months. So I planned all this time off that I needed to take so that I could fix my legs. I was living my normal life. I was able to do everything. I was just knowing that I was not supposed to be either running or like doing like 20,000 squats or something like that. So I went to, once I saved the money, and also I get so mad when I see a YouTube video about a surgery and they don't tell me how much they spent or how much was it. So I'm telling you, the whole surgery was $17,000. I did get a nicer room to recover because you need to be in the hospital for like a few days. Um, yes, that's why it costed so much. But I feel like it's not that expensive. It's not that expensive if you're doing one leg at a time. There are some places that charge like 11. I went to Dominican Republic to get the surgery done. That's another thing. This my insurance is Aetna. My insurance told me that they would not cover this surgery because it's very elective. So I went to the Dominican Republic because my mom lives there, my brother lives there, and I thought, you know what, this would make a great recovery. And they can get the help that I need. Because once you get that surgery, you're bedridden, you're not able to walk, you can do anything. You're gonna stay in that bed for at least 3 months, like static, like sitting there. Obviously, I was having a lot of fun because I did plan that time off. I did have some savings, and all I did was play video games. I was playing League of Legends every single day. I had one of these desks, and I like put it on top of me, and then I would just play the whole day. The whole That's all I did. And eat food, like junk food, like comfort food. I honestly don't care. I think I gained like 10 pounds or something, but I that was all I could do. I was not able to walk. I was not able to do anything. So it's very challenging. I know my brother was fed up with me, completely fed up because my brother was like my not my primary caretaker, but if I needed something, if I need water, I was like, can you bring me water? Can you bring me soda? Can you bring me this? And I know he was mad at me. Like my brother was like just angry at one day. Like we were fighting and like I can't do it. Are you gonna do it or what? It's so crazy. Like me and my brother, we have these fights, but we love each other so much. Like we love each other so much, but eventually we're gonna clash. Oh my God. I don't know, but shout out to my brother. Thank you for taking care of me, and giving me the things that I needed. One thing that this surgery gave me, and I feel like it's something that I will carry with me for the rest of my life, is an understanding and more compassion towards people that are disabled or handicapped. If a person is disabled and I know that they need help and I'm around them, I will offer it immediately, or I'll check if they need something and whatever. I'll trolley, I would not go out of my way to say, like, hey, do you need help? No. But if I know they're struggling with something or they really want me to help them, absolutely there for them because this is something else. Like being handicapped is you do need help. You do need help. So give it away. I feel like give help. It's you cannot appreciate how good you have it or the things that you have until you lose them. And I feel like the ability of walking around my house and going grab a glass of water was something that I definitely had a lot of appreciation after I get this procedure. By the way, also shout out to my cousin, my male cousin also helping me. I would tell him like, hey, take my car and go to McDonald's and get me my order. I am just mad at my cousin for this. Like, I will never let go of this grudge. Because how is it that for 3 months, every single order that I gave my cousin, like my McDonald's order, he could never bring it correctly? What about that? Do you think he did it on purpose? Tell me. I think he did that on purpose. Like, because I had like perfect like things that I wanted for like my ice cream or whatever, and he was just always bringing it wrong. I feel like he was trolling me. Let me know in the comments if you think my cousin was trolling me. The healing was normal, like I'm healing. It's very painful. By the way, the first day of the surgery was insanely painful. I needed a lot of pain medication, and I definitely needed sleep aid because 1 of 10, the pain level, 11. And I've never felt pain like this before. It was both of my knees, and they cut them off. Like they just cut them in half, and they put a bone inside, and then they sew that thing. So extremely painful. Um, so the doctor tells me that, oh, they also put like some titanium applications inside of it. Like they put like a little titanium bolts so they can hold it together. Let me show you how is this. My doctor tells me, oh, you're barely gonna feel it. Barely gonna feel it. Look at the titanium bolts. Look at this. I want you to look. These are the titanium bolts I was not gonna feel. Can you see this? Do you see how big this is? This was piercing my knees. Doctor, you're a liar. So I'm just like, look at this. How am I not gonna feel this? It's so big. I feel like this is when I saw this, I was like, you're crazy, right? So you're healing. The titanium bolts do help you heal and like put the knee in place. One thing that he asked me when we were getting the surgery, he tells me, you have two options. And he tells me that on the day of the surgery. He tells me, you have two options. We can cut your knees, we can cut your knees and make you shorter and straighten your legs, or we can add a bone graft and make you taller. And I'm like, hello. Obviously, I can't get shorter. I was 5'5", so the surgery adds or remove 2 inches. So I'm like, you better make me taller. I want to be 5'7". So it's just so crazy. Like, who was choosing smaller? No, no one. I was just like, get me taller. And I did grow after the surgery. And I know my best friend was like 5'3". I was already taller than my best friend, and she's a woman. And I looked at her and I'm like, girl, it seems you're shrunk. After the surgery, I was like so tall. I felt 2 inches taller. It's insane, like the difference it made, because it changed my perspective. Like even just walking out of the kitchen, I'm like, oh, this was not here, right? Like I went from here to here. So very interesting. I really liked it. I really like growing 2 inches. And but then I needed to remove the bolts because I was having pain still. Like after the surgery, I healed completely. My bones healed. We were taking x-rays all the time. It's just a process. Everything healed normally. The healing goes like this. After 3 months, you get a walker. I feel like at the fourth month, you can do crutches, and then you can use the staff, to walk around. I feel like that's it. And after 6 months, you're good to go. I was driving my car again. So, yes, I felt good. However, I did feel like the bolts were bothering me. I was like, you need to get this bolts off of me. So I thought that I was having pain and I was feeling like some weird sensations on my feet. And I thought it was the bolts. So the doctor says, like, let's wait for a year. to see if you adapt to the bolts, and if not, we'll take them out. So after a year, I got the bolts out, and I thought, okay, now I'm gonna be healthy. Now I'm gonna be ready. My legs are straight. Everything is fine. Wrong. I still had complications. So I had another complication, which was nerve compression. So I had nerve compression at the fibular head. It's a very specific type of compression. And my doctor told me that all these things were are bound to happen. Like the percentage of you having complications after knee surgeries is extremely high. And I had the compression, the nerve compression on both of my knees. So I was already back in the States and I was like, okay, what do I need to do? What can I do to fix this? I needed to find a neurosurgeon now to fix my nerves. Wonderfully, this surgery is covered by insurance. Thanks, Aetna, for covering my surgery. So that one was free, but it was so hard to find this peripheral neurosurgeon because most neurosurgeons only deal with like spinal injuries or brain injuries. And this is a man that deals with nerves in the legs. So found this surgeon, amazing. He was so good. And I loved him. I love him so much. They made a video for me because I told them I wanted to make a YouTube video at some point. That was years ago, guys. And I was so ashamed to even ask for the video because so many months happened and I forgot that I made him do a video for me. I'm sorry. We're not gonna see what they fixed. So that's it. I feel like it was good because the thing is that when I had nerve compression, I started having this weird feeling. So I'm gonna tell you what the complications is. You start feeling lava in your feet. So my feet will feel like fire, something like I would be walking and feel like fire on my feet, like all the whole time. Before I get this other surgery, it was like fire, lava, like I'm stepping on lava. Also, you still cannot run through all this period. I can't run still because I get pain after running because the nerve compression affects me. So I was not able to run, not able to go to the gym, not able to do anything until they fix the nerve compression. And the lava feeling, the cold feeling, it was like so crazy. But after a while, I was able to walk again, run again, and I feel like that was my last surgery. I did get scars. You do get scars for fixing your nerves and for fixing your knees. So I do have some scars around my knees, but I really don't care because I can walk and I can run. Yay! I really don't care that much. Um, but yeah, I feel like this was a crazy ordeal, and I do believe that it changed me. The whole thing changed me for the better. I feel more compassionate towards people that have situations, disabilities, conditions, and I just feel higher appreciation for my body. I want to be healthier. I want to be taking care of my body at all time. Another thing that happened that I did, once I removed my bulge, I fixed other birth defects I have. I know. To everyone that's commenting on my profile, Eric, you're so perfect. I'm sorry. I'm not even normal. I did have an inguinal hernia and an umbilical hernia, and I was born with those. If you know what those do, I will not even tell you because it's so gross. But yeah, with an inguinal hernia, a piece of intestine pops next to your penis, like a little ball. You see like a little ball and you push it back in. Crazy, I know. I shouldn't have said that, but now you know. So, I was able to fix that too. Like I feel like when I removed my bolts, I said, patch me up and they put like a mesh or something so that that doesn't happen to reinforce your abdominal cavity, whatever. And yeah, they fixed everything. And I think it was like a really good experience. I feel like now my body is healthier and I just want to stay healthy because this is the thing. I feel like some people tell you your body's gonna break down, the shoe's gonna drop once you start getting older. But you could have a condition even when you're young. I mean, I was literally in college when all of this happened, but I did have a birth defect. So take care of your body, do the things you need to do, go to your doctor. If you do need a surgery, get it. I would always say that. One thing that I would tell people in case, like, would I have done this surgery if I never had problems with the condition. Absolutely not. For example, my brother saw all of this and he has Bowlegs too. He doesn't need the surgery. And he's like, no way. It was a lot. It was a lot. Seeing you go through all of that, it was like a lot. So if you are bow-legged and your legs are working, everything's fine, don't get the surgery. I don't think it's worth it or worth the pain, the frustration, the complications, and also the time and money that you're gonna spend just getting it all fixed up. But if you do have conditions, absolutely. If you're having pain, if you're having situations and your bowlegs are not letting you do things that you want to do, because one thing that I got scared after I knew that I was not able to run a lot. I got really scared. Like, what if I need to run from a villain? What if I need to run? I can't just walk fast. I need to run, right? And I feel like I need that feature as a human experienced person. Like, hey, something's happening, something's burning there. I need to run. So, long story short, it all worked out. I'm fine. If you've seen my previous videos, I am at the gym, and I was speaking that I had a knee condition and that before that I was doing like very low impact workouts, like, kickbacks and yoga. I've been doing yoga since I'm 14, so that's how I built like sort of a bot without doing squats, because squats was something I couldn't do for a long time. But now I can do everything. I can go to gym, I can work on my legs, but I'm still doing like very little because I already went through a lot. I don't want an injury. That being said, I hope you learned something new about me or about people that have bow legs. And thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm gonna be having more chats here on YouTube, hopefully, because I always say that and then it's a month before I make another video. But I do wanna just share more and talk more and be more present in my YouTube. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Leave down in the comments what you think about all of this. Um, and what are your thoughts about this situation? And what do you want me to talk about in the future? And if you have any questions about the procedure or about what I went through, leave them down below. I would definitely answer anything. And love you guys so much. And have a wonderful evening. Bye.